snapshot of what the outside needs. It's pretty basic. We're gonna just paint, maybe update the shutters, do a little accent features to make it, give it a little more curb appeal. And inside there's not a whole lot to do other than surface and aesthetic things to add value. But come on in and we'll show you what we have here. We walk into a really large open living room. So on this house, what we're going to focus on is really four things. One, we're going to open up this wall here to the extent we can to create better flow from this living room into the adjacent family room where the fireplace is. We'll walk straight from that front door and look right at a beautiful fireplace. That's one. Two, we want to be able to create flow from that adjacent family room into the kitchen. So I'll show you kind of what we're going to do that in a minute. And then 3 and 4 is just to update the bathrooms. We've got the hallway bathroom right here, as you can peek in there. We're going to see how we can make that a little more functional and updated, as well as the master bath. Other than that, this house stays exactly as it is. We're going to paint, we're going to do flooring, repairs as needed, and that's it. And by doing those 4 things, this will be now a house that has a wow factor, get people excited about wanting to live here. But as you can see on the inside, it's very dark and it feels very, very small. The reason it feels small is because this wall right here is separating this small little family room from our big giant living room that we have over there. So the obvious answer to that is to kind of remove this as much as we can and create some sort of flow that will enter the 2 rooms, making them feel as one. The other thing that could add a lot of value to this, and which doesn't seem like a big deal, but once it takes place, we'll see that it really opens everything up, is on this side of the kitchen. Obviously this is separating the flow from this room into the kitchen, so this all has to go. We can leave this peninsula here, just maybe cut it out right here and create some kind of seating here for people that want to be part of the kitchen and living room together. The other thing that would be nice about that is our fireplace is right over here. It's got kind of a cool looking modern look with this brick, so we can paint it. And as we walk in that front door, this will be the first thing we see. So just by those few little changes, a little opening right here on this wall, removing this wall, and then updating this fireplace, those changes will create a big impact for this house. The rest of the layout of this house is very functional. There's not a lot to do, but some basic finishes and upgrades on that. But concentrating on this area right here will make a big difference for this house. So this gives an example of actually what we see on the back side of that wall. If you look here, we got the oven cooktop combo, but because we have the oven, we need this tall blocking cabinetry to hold it. That's not necessary in this house. This isn't what we consider a high-end flip that we're going to do here, so we're probably not going to put the expense of both of these pieces together. We're going to just have a slide-in range, which is a lot more economical to purchase and a lot easier to put the cabinetry around. So by doing that, now we can locate the stove right there on that wall, and it creates more space. It'll allow us to take this whole unit out, so now we'll be able to see directly into that living room to look at the fireplace. So that will be a big difference, which is actually going to save us money by doing that, because we don't have to purchase 2 pieces and the additional cabinetry for this. So when a person comes in and looks at a house, we want them to have a feeling like excitement. Like we want them to start dancing, like, because I love it, right? And when you look at this bathroom here, what kind of dance are you gonna do? It's big, that's a plus. It's a huge bathroom, so really we got a lot of space to work with. But who wants a corner tub that they have to have one of these corner contraptions on here? It doesn't work. So what can we do to change this that isn't crazy? There's enough space over here. I measured it before, but there is enough space to put the tub unit right here. What that's going to do is we can build a little 2-foot wall right here that the tub will fit into, put our plumbing in this wall, and it's going to hide this toilet. So when you walk in here, you're not staring right at the toilet, but now you see the shower on this side, and over here, we have a big, giant double vanity. How nice would that be? Would you dance if you had a big old giant vanity? I think so. So really the layout of this house is very functional. It's got the 3 bedrooms and the layout's great. So we're not going to do a whole lot to the house itself. We're going to keep the rooms the way they are, paint, carpet, and that kind of thing. But where we can add value is with our bathrooms and, like we discussed already, the kitchen. So with this final bathroom here, this is the master, but there's a couple issues. Let me show you. In here, first of all, when we walk in, we again walk right into a toilet. And then because of the narrowness of this bathroom, they have this small vanity here, but really there's space for a much bigger vanity, but it wouldn't be functional because by the time you would open it up, you wouldn't even be able to bend down there to get anything in there. So that leaves this room here for the shower. And what we can do is now take even more space here, maybe to about right here, and create a nice big shower unit, and then extend the vanity over to about here. Maybe put a 3-foot or a 4-foot vanity in here. 2 sinks would be ideal if we could make it fit. But how do we do that with this layout? Well, the simple solution is to put a door right here instead of over there. So let's go back to the back side of the wall and we'll see why that would be. If we can enclose this area right here, and now we'll center our door right here, and as we see with a lot of what's current, a nice sliding barn door, it'll keep and prevent a door from swinging in or out of that way, so it won't block the functionality of the room. And by doing that also, we're now going to be able to center that vanity with this door. So the first thing you look is going to be a beautiful vanity with a nice mirror. Again, the toilet will be disguised over in the corner. No one will see it as they walk in. It'll create a lot more flow. Aesthetically, it's going to look a lot better, and functional, it'll be a lot more functional for the user. So here we are on the back of the house, the back deck, which comes from the kitchen out here. And the repairs on the outside are self-explanatory. We're going to update, do landscaping. It definitely needs a new roof and those things, but we're not going to go into detail on that because those are obvious. But I wanted to point out one thing that is actually kind of cool. When we buy these properties, we really have such a limited time to make a decision. You have to be able to assess the property, the value, the rehab budget, and the sale price, and sometimes a matter of minutes before you make a decision, because these properties, when they're a deal, go fast. And it's not until after that you learn more about the property. And when you look out here, we have a nice spacious backyard. We call it the Wooded Ranch for obvious reasons. We see all these big trees. But if you peek through the trees back there, you'll see something that I didn't even realize, is that this house is on a lake or a big pond. And so we will be able to clear some of that out, so maybe we can have a better view of that. But that in itself, to be kind of a lake access property, is huge when it goes to resale. So just a cool thing that happens with these houses sometimes is you learn good and bad. Sometimes you learn a lot of bad things that you have to repair or fix, but you get some good surprises every once in a while.